Hello, everyone. I'm gonna wait for a few more to come into the chat. Hello, Miss S. Lachelle 83. How's the Gowart? I think that's how you say Gowart. Hey, Obadana. Obadina. Obadina joined, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are discussing trust. Are you guys ready? Hi, Obadina. Hi, King. Hello, kings and queens. Are we ready? Let's wait for a few more to come in. Okay, thank you. Hello, I'm Jazzy Bella. All right, ladies, I'm gonna get started because I am a mommy and I have mommy duties to get back to. So today this is Starlit Moon. Today is Wednesday, June 5th, 2019. We're coming live to you on this Woman Crush Wednesday, ladies. And I am crushing on myself, but you're supposed to crush on yourself every day. Wednesday is just the day that you can do the extra, right? Okay. Today's episode is on trust. And today's goal is to help you trust one thing you don't have trust in yourself. Okay, I want to recap real quick. Last week we touched on confidence and the tools my program gives you to build up that muscle. Correct? Okay. Your homework assignment was to be honest with one thing that you lack confidence in. I did mine and I wrote mine down in my journal. If you want to share, the floor is open. You can share what you tackled and handled last week. If you want to write it down in your journal so you can keep a tally of what's going on with what you tackled and handled last week, that's even better. That way you can go back and reflect over what you've already accomplished, right? Okay. This week's call to challenge. Hi, Tyrone. How are you and the babies? This week's call to challenge is to think of one thing you didn't or don't trust yourself with. Okay? We'll come back to that. But that's this week's challenge. So go ahead and look at start thinking about that for your this week's challenge. What are you saying? Oh, and how you view money. How do you think about that? Put that into that thought process too. I'll give you an example for this week's challenge. One thing that I don't trust myself with, and it may be nothing to some people, but it's a lot to me. Cups, any kind of cups, water cups, house cups, shot glasses, like anywhere somebody goes, I'm automatically on it. Like, yes, bring me back a shot glass. I am obsessed with cups. I don't trust myself with cups. I will find a reason. I will find a way. I will find any reason, any way, any method to get the cup that I don't really need or just because I want it. I want you to also put into your thinking bank for your call to action how you don't trust yourself or how you view yourself with trusting yourself with money. Okay? Put that into there. Oh, that's good, Tyrone. I can't wait to see the twins. Let me see. So, since we're on the topic of trust, this is this week's topic. I want to discuss why is it important, and what it is you need to do to succeed at anything in order to have trust. What is trust for you? What does trust mean to you? Can anybody give me a definition of what trust is? Oh, but Dina, you own it today, huh? Slick lack of self-control. How does... Oh, okay. So Obadina is saying that we should go ahead and embark as well as the lack of self-control. How does that spill over into your aspects of your life as well? But I want to know, does anybody in here know what the definition of trust is, or what trust means to you? How did I do that? All right. If you have any questions, go ahead and put it in the chat as well. So to me, trust means you trust in your abilities to succeed at your goals. This applies to weight loss journeys. This applies to everyday life. Example for weight loss journey. It's the weight loss surgery is a tool, right? You have to be confident, going back into last week's episode, and trust in this week's episode in yourself and your abilities to succeed at eating right. You have to now recondition your mind from however many years before you had the procedure or having the procedure that you have conditioned your mind to eat everything on your plate. Don't you waste no food. You remember the old school thing where your mama would be like, you can't have no dessert unless you eat everything on your plate. You know, the plate size went from this to this to this. So you've conditioned your mind, you condition your body to eat that way. So you have to recondition your mind, right? You have to now prepare yourself for workouts, therapy, meditation, recovery, hair loss, loose skin, good days, bad days, etc. We can go on and on and on, right? But with all of that, it's all temporary, right? And you have to trust in your abilities to succeed at those goals regardless of how ugly or how pretty the outcomes are. You still have to trust that you accomplish that goal. You still have to trust in your abilities that there's more goals to accomplish and succeed at, right? That's trusting yourself. So you have to have that in order to succeed at this journey. In everyday life, it's the same thing. Mommy duties, work life, single life, adulting, adult life, family time, school sports, adult sports, just good days, bad days, same thing. It goes up and down for everyday life. And again, everything is temporary. Everything is changeable. It all depends on how you take that and what direction you put it in. Whether you want to succeed, which means you got to trust yourself and you got to go out there and do it, or you want to just, oh, I'll do it next time. Oh, I can't because X, Y, and Z. Those are excuses and those are lazy tactics. If you trust in yourself, you trust in your abilities, you will succeed. Let me give you another example. I currently have to find a way to trust in my decision on my career, the path that I'm taking, and I have to believe in my abilities to succeed at all of my goals at hand and tasks at hand. Truthfully, I'm scared, but I'm ready for the challenge. I don't turn down challenges when I know that I have the trust in my abilities to succeed. I've prayed on it, I've meditated on it, I've spoken into existence, I spoke my plan into existence, and so far, everything has come to fruition. Everything has come into light. People I have wanted to meet, people I have needed to meet, people I've needed to take out of my circle and replace with someone else in my good circle, has all come into fruition because I trust in my abilities. That's part of it. That's part of the trust. Knowing how to believe in yourself, knowing that you are very much capable of accomplishing easy goals, hard goals, life goals, task goals. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to open this up for some questions in a little bit. So if you have any questions regarding last week or this week or next week's live, let me know. Hello. Hi, Bon Bon. Hi, Golden Hair. Hi, Jenny Pooh. What are some of the ways that you can build up your trust? Obadina, what are some of the ways you can build up your trust? Can you give some of the people in the chat some of those examples of how you can build up your trust? I know one thing that I had to do to build up my trust was to be honest with myself on the things that I didn't trust myself with, face those head on, accept them for what they are, and understand that those are all, again, temporary situations that I can change because I have the abilities to do that. So I have to learn how to trust my instincts, trust my intuition, trust my thoughts, trust my mind over my heart sometimes. Yeah, your heart is that giver, but your brain tells you otherwise, you know? So you have to think about it like that. What are some of your issues you have within yourself that you don't trust? Positive affirmations is another one. Good, sis. That's good. Daily positive affirmations. Have you ever wrote some positive affirmations in your bathroom mirror, so you see that first thing in the morning when you wake up, give you that smile, give you that energy you need to continue your day? Okay, so Obadina says, being consistent and finishing what you start, being realistic of how long it takes and how many steps it takes to complete. I love that, Obadina. I love that. That is very true. That is part of the right way to build up your trust. Again, it's just like a muscle as well. It's not something you just instantly have with any and everything. You got to build that up. Yay, good sis, good. I have positive affirmations that I write on my mirror. I change them every couple days just to give you something fresh, get my mind thinking, feeling, different affirmations about different things that you want to accomplish throughout your week. Okay, Obadina said realizing a bad habit and replacing it with a good one. That's a good way of building up trust. I like that. We all have those bad habits, right? Kick off our shoes when we first come in the house. We don't clean up the kitchen right away. We might have 5 loads of clothes to wash before we really wash. Those are, bad habits. Try washing a load a day. Try washing right after you, washing your dishes right after you cook. Different things you can in place with that trust in yourself. It's not hard. It's really easy. And you have to trust in yourself because it's you, right? Hey, Bear. What's up, Bear? I miss you. I'll see you soon. You have to. You have to. Give the kids kisses and wifey kisses for me too, Bear. You have to. It's really, really important to do that. Build up your trust, especially in the weight loss game. You have to trust that the right protein shakes, the right meals, you're eating the right ounces. You're only supposed to be doing 4 ounces to start off. I, even 7 years out, can't eat past 6 ounces. And if I do, it's horrible. It's really horrible. Okay, Bonbon, what you say? Make a conscious decision to battle negative thoughts leading to mistrust. I like that too. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know how I keep turning this camera, you guys. I'm sorry. I like those. Those are very good. Very, very good. When did I realize I could trust myself during my weight loss journey? That's a good question. It took me a couple months to get the hang of it. I'll give you a little sneak what happened. Probably about 3 days of being clear to just do normal stuff again. I was in LA with my best friend Vervita. And we were on our way to get my hair done and her hair done. And I had to have a Ramona's burrito. Anybody from LA know Ramona's is something we kind of grew up on. It's something that you don't get to get often when you live in a different city. And I live 70 miles away from LA. So I had to have a Ramona's burrito. I didn't care what kind of burrito it was, just a burrito from Ramona's. So me being slick, thinking I could just do like a bean and cheese. When I tell you I died 3 times that day, y'all, from the pain alone, It wouldn't go down. It wouldn't come up. It literally was stuck right here. My best friend couldn't do nothing. My hairdresser couldn't do nothing. They just literally had to sit there and watch me be in pain. I tried to make it throw. I tried to throw it up. I tried to do everything. It was just stuck. It wasn't going anywhere until it was ready to go somewhere. So that was, you know what, but then that was probably my turning point then, to trust my abilities. I knew better. I knew I shouldn't have had that burrito. And I knew my body wasn't ready for that burrito, but I was. That inner fat girl that we still battle with throughout this weight loss journey told me different. She was like, girl, we ready. Let's go. But my skinny girl told me, we not ready. Don't do it. Don't do it. But I did it anyway. So probably around right after that, I had to trust myself and know better and know not to do those kind of things. But it comes with time. You have to believe in what you're doing is a tool and not a real quick fix or a gimmick or a scheme. It's really a lifestyle change, a hard lifestyle change. I was a beautiful full figure BBW, beautiful. And I loved every curve I had, trust me. Health wise, I wasn't great. So that's why I had the procedure. And to go from that high level of confidence to having to deal with all of this that you weren't expecting, you see that? That's where my arm is supposed to be. But that's my reminder of where I was. It used to bother me. It doesn't now. Because it's, again, a reminder of what you have accomplished. Those goals you have set forth. That trust you had in yourself to eat right, to work out, to drink water and get off the sodas or the juices and the candies, to stay away from the breads if you possibly can, to focus on yourself. Make sure you're taking your vitamins. Make sure you're getting the enough rest. Make sure you're doing iron if you get low, because with that procedure, it can make you feel anemic and you could get really cold, like you're in Antarctica. So, I mean, that and everyday life combined together, that I think Obadena was the hardest parts for me to tackle, because one aspect of it is just the weight loss and all the new stuff that comes with that. And then the other aspect is your everyday life that you've already been accustomed to living so many years. So you really have to dive into both aspects and tackle them all. Hello, Prince Ishmael. Hello, Glenn. I think that's Jean Lawson, maybe. I'm not sure. Dana Rochelle. Hello, Jamil. Hello. Oh, I'm not sure how to say that. Highness. I'm just going to go with Your Highness. Oh, maybe that's Surik, Your Highness. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Any questions at this point? Any comments you guys want to throw into the chat, please do so. Anybody in the weight loss game, weight loss journey, just wants some support, connect with each other and form a support group and let me know so we can all communicate, have accountability partners, workout partners, all of those fun things we need to have somebody to check us every now and then if we've fallen short. Last week's call to action was to be honest with yourself about one thing you lack or don't have confidence in, right? Okay. This week's call to action is, how did you come not to trust yourself? What events made you lose trust in yourself? And be specific about those events. Write it down in your journals if you're not, if you don't feel comfortable sharing, I understand. But keep track of it. Keep track of it so you can tackle each one of them and then be that better person you are, just coming through. Hello, thank you. I will be coming to you guys next week. Next week's topic is ability. Yes, we've already did confidence. We're working on trust today, and next week is ability. You have abilities to succeed at everything, right? You have an ability to get up, drive your kids to work, go to work, drive your kids to school, daycare. You have the ability to shop. You have the ability to eat. You have the ability to breathe, think, everything, right? So you should have the ability to succeed. My program gives you that, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, everybody who's listening. I love it. You have the ability to succeed, and I want to see everyone succeed. This weight loss game is at a 5% success rate. I want to see that changed around to 95% success rate. There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to succeed once you're giving that kind of tool. I want to see that. It is more than just the tool itself. It's mental. It really is mental. And my program helps you deal with mental, because each one of us has a traumatic experience or a trauma that has caused us to gain weight. Each one of us. Whether we want to dive into it and tackle it or not, it's something. And it's mental. Weight loss is mental as well as physical. But the mental portion of it is way bigger. Way bigger. Once you tackle that enemy within yourself, you're cake after that, baby. It's all cake after that. So I'm going to open up the floor for questions for a few. And again, remember, next week's topic is ability. Last week's was confidence. This week's is trust. This live will be up on my YouTube channel for anyone who missed it or is coming in at the last. I thank you for joining us. Any questions? Let me check. Oh, look at everybody who came into the chat. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are awesome. All right. There's no questions. If you do have personal questions that you just are uncomfortable with in the live, you could definitely send me a DM. My DM is open, ladies and gentlemen. I had a few questions I answered last week, so make sure that you DM me and I will answer those questions. What was your biggest challenge when dealt with temptation? Overeating was my biggest temptation, because you're, again, conditioned to think about it this way. I had my procedure in 2012, so I was 31 at that time. So for 31 years prior to having that procedure, I had already conditioned my mind to eat a certain way. I remember leaving work after working like a 16-hour shift at Kaiser, going in and out and getting a 4x4. Yes, I said a 4x4. A 4x4, and eating that thing before I got home. My trip home was 10 minutes, y'all. Exactly. You have to recondition yourself. And I know everything tastes good, but everything ain't good for you. Let me see. So temptation is hard, but you have to remember, is that minute of deliciousness on your lips worth the lifetime of working out that you're gonna have to do to keep it off your hips? That's how I had to start dealing with temptation. Just had a baby hi Dana Rochelle. Just had a baby 6 months ago. I wanted to try your detox tea. Do it make your stomach hurt? The detox tea is not mine. That is a part of the company I was with prior. I would refer you back to them as far as the detox tea. They can go over ins and outs with you. And you also want to make sure you clear that with your doctor to make sure you're okay with taking the detox tea, especially if you're still breastfeeding. It's not good for you to do when you're breastfeeding whatsoever. Congratulations on your little bundle of joy. Let me see. There was another question I thought. But Dana, truthfully, if you're breastfeeding and you're doing at least like a good 45 minutes of working out and staying within the raw veggies and leaner meats, you'll be good, baby girl. Yeah. Okay. If you have any more questions, DM me. I can also help you with our program. It helps. Trust me. It helps. It really does, love. And being a mommy is hard all in itself, so you have to really make sure you eat right. That's the biggest part. What you put in your temple is how your temple performs for you. When did I trust myself to resist temptation? I still battle with that, honestly. Black Lion, I still battle with that on a regular basis. Temptation for me right now is soda and candy. I want it every day. Absolutely. Give me a Pepsi. Give me a cherry Pepsi. Give me a cherry Dr. Pepper. Give me both of them mixed together, girl. I don't care. And a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, I'm happy. Those are my temptations right now. So I haven't had it today. Yay! I didn't have a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup yesterday. But I did have a soda yesterday. So again, it's still my temptation. It's still my it's still something I work on and battle with every day. I don't know if it's something that you will ever just get over like that or not have to battle with it every day. What affirmations would you use to resist the strongest temptation, and how did you come up with it? The one right now, which is my strongest, my sweet craving, I have a soulmate that helps me with a lot of my affirmations and a lot of my changing my thought process, because again, it's all in what you think and what you do, as far as changing your thought process, right? So my affirmation right now would be: a moment of sweetness on my lips is a lifetime of thickness on my hips. So I'm okay with thickness. I'm not okay with overly thickness. That's my mantra right now. A moment of sweetness on your lips gives you a lifetime of thickness on them hips. So sometimes affirmations work, sometimes meditation, sometimes prayer, sometimes just understanding what your weakness is and not so much avoiding it or running from it or hiding from it, but maybe feed it once a week. Maybe have your one day that you have a cheat day and you don't overdo it. Have one soda, have one Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, not a king size and not 3 of those, one, just so you can satisfy your craving, but not indulge in your craving or be gluttony in your craving. It's not necessary for you. You just want that taste. You want that bubble. You want that fizz, So you want to make sure that you are doing it the best way possible for you, and not, what is the word I'm looking for? Not denying yourself that, because when you deny it, what do? You rebel. You go crazy with it. You then binge. You have ice cream, you have cookies, you have cakes, you have everything that you're not supposed to while you're on this journey. So it doesn't help you at all. Why you want to do it? Would you go into the bank and pull out $100,000 and give it to a stranger on a corner because it felt good for that moment? So why would you eat all of that knowing that it felt good for that moment, but it's not going to feel great for the rest of your life? It's the same. You just got to play with it. Figure out something that makes sense to you so that it reflects in your everyday life. Okay. Again, next week's topic is abilities. Be ready. It will be on Tuesday of next week. Probably around the same time, 4 p.m. Are you guys like this time, or do you like a later time? DM me. Let me know. Be good to yourselves. Be good to others. Please, please, please put the right kind of energy and karma into the universe that you want to receive. Peace, light, and good night. Bye, everybody.